Yo, what is going on, my good people? Hit him with a What's going on, people? Just what it says in the title. Gonna be beatbox practicing, freestyling, just chilling, and playing some games. Playing some video games. Playing some Zelda. Play some Legend of Zelda. There we go. Gonna play some beautiful Legend of Zelda. Wow, beatboxing. What's going on, people? Yep, gonna be beatboxing and gaming. I can remember all the controls. There we go. All right. Drum and bass build up, whatever. What's going on, people?
No. No. When you wanna go home. No. When you wanna go home. And it goes with the
What's up, guys? Sound check. Can you hear me?
I'm just a bachelor, looking for a partner. Someone, na 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 na. Wop, 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 wop.
I'll play something a little more not mind intensive. Well, whoever's the one person watching, thanks for tuning in. I'll probably make this just a private stream in the end. It probably won't be like a public one. Just you know, some beatboxing people to beatbox with and that and two. I'm playing some video games.
You can't roll like this, like. Baby, we can't have no babies, no. Baby, we can get paid all night. Yes, alright, yeah. I don't want relationship with a couple chick. Only what you want to do. Shorty, what you gonna do? I don't want relationship with a only what you want to. What you see is what you get.
Oh, thinking about the younger years. It was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. Oh, nothing could take you away from me. We've been down that road before, but that's over now. More. When you're in my we're in heaven. Mom, mom. I'll be taking you home. I'm off to new cart. You know what sound I've been working on lately? Is the claps double click. I don't give a fuck up, mother. Did you guys see my new video? I have released a new one on TikTok and YouTube. It's just a little run through of my vocal bass. It's just a little vocal bass check. I think I run through about 14 or 15. And people are like, probably like, oh yeah, but can you actually do them in a beat, or can you just breathe funny? Most likely the second one, my friend. Beatbox Show Raw. Hey, how's it going, my friend? I don't quite remember you. What country are you from? And tell me how I know you again. What? I'm like, that's just rip. I thought what? Yo, I thought what? You rip. You rip. You rip. I'm like, that's just rip. I said what? Oh. I think fart bass is pretty good for me. Rip. Hey, how's it going to all our Vietnamese brothers and sisters? Do you remember what we last talked about, Shora? I think I do remember you, but I just because you said you're from Vietnam. Remember you're one of my only Vietnamese subscribers, but yeah, what exactly did we talk about? Rest in peace, Biz Markie. I don't know if y'all heard. Very sad news, but one of the hip hop legends and a beatbox pioneer. And OG is Biz Markie, and yeah, he died at like age 54 Friday. Yeah, rest in peace, Biz Markie. Shout out to D-Lo.
Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Myself. Wow. It's gonna stay with me forever. Wow. Must love together. Wow. It's gonna stay with me.
My pizza's not ready.
Stay with me forever. Wow. Together.
So goes to keep saying how Bruce keep saying
Ow, ow.
Am
I
supposed
mother
keep saying
yeah, 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 yeah.
I haven't done that one in a long time. I'm so bad at it. Shout out to everybody. Playing some Mario Kart right now. I'm losing very badly. Oh yeah, I remember you. That's right. Yeah, the base and terror based video commenter. I remember you. Glad to hear you learned base and terror based, dude. That's awesome. Hey, what's going on, JC Fun? What country are you watching this from again? And Shora, how do you say hello in Vietnamese, and how do you say thank you in Vietnamese? I want to learn that. And I'll seek you, flew you alive. You build one more word and you won't survive. I know about it, but I have no idea how to do it. I think it's maybe a vocal song. Won't survive you. You in the bomb night spin. You stolen by you see right through you. Anyhow, you. Anyhow, you. Shout out to Codfish. Now see. Switch.
I need a break to find my way. I need a break to find my way. I need a break to find my way. Yep, yep. Yep. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You've got to bump it up. Don't you bump it up. You bump it up. Bump it up. Bump it up. You got to bump it up. Bump you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. You both. Don't you pump it up? You pump it up. Don't you pump it up? You pump it up. You pump it up.
Den doesn't use the same throat bass as Vino. Den uses just a very, very clean, whispery kind of throat bass, just like Codfish, but he does focus more on the whisper. So like, mom, 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 and he does it through the mouth. Through the nose, but opening his mouth to shape the overtones. But I mean, not always, but yeah, baby, over now. Vino does not do throat bass. He's even said he can't do throat bass. His vocal bass that he uses is what people call scissor bass. He's one of the few people who uses his main bass in the mainstream. Whoops. Just a little bit. Just a little. I can do it too. It's hard because chest bass and inward bass are the same vibration. It's the same anatomical part, your epiglottis. But it seems to be, and especially my my friend Kindred Harvest said, there seems to be an asymmetry in kind of like the way you exhale to activate chest bass, and the way you inhale to activate inward bass. It's kind of like inward bass requires a different kind of positioning to get that flap in position with the air, versus chest bass is it's a lot easier to activate that flap from a whisper versus from inward bass. An inward breath isn't immediately intuitable that you can activate your epiglottal vibration from that. Most people don't learn from that way. They learn from the chest-based way. Oh, greetings to our Malaysian friends and brothers and sisters and others too. And diverse too. How do you guys say thank you in Malaysian? In Malay? But yeah, I kind of think about like keep it that same position. Stop. You hear that? It should be in the same position, but it's not. The breath you breathe in, you're kind of pulling on to a different position of the throat. It's weird. It's the same flap, but it's not as natural for people to get with an inward breath as chest space is natural for people to get with an outward breath. Yeah, feel free to help each other. Showrock, go ahead and explain how you got it. Helium's way wasn't very clear. I mean, I can kind of get helium inward bass now. Yeah, yeah. To yeah. Wow. 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 That's kind of my helium inward bass. I'm getting it. Wow. 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 Hold on. Yeah, I can. There's two kinds of inward polyphonic voice I can do. There's a high one, like the kind River does, the gasp, and the one Alem does too. Alem does too. And then I can do the low one, like the kind that Match and Vibe from Brazil use. I can even do the outward one of both too, so that makes 4. If any of you have TikTok, or if you can have TikTok, and you follow me, I'd make a video explaining my 4 kinds of polyphonic voices. Outward high, outward low, inward high, inward low. So the inward polyphonic voice that's high is you can even make it less airy. The one that D-Lo does is not actually inward polyphonic voice. It's an inward vocal fry that's really high and it's combined with an inward vocal. I don't like doing it. It hurts my voice. But then the inward low is you. I use that one way more than but I still do. You can even do inward double voice too. React content? Maybe. I don't know. Like, I know people like React content, but only really when there's people that are like a big audience for those people that know that beatboxer person well and can derive value from the reaction. I don't feel like I'm well known enough or popular enough or big enough of a channel to really justify like making reaction videos. I mean, I love watching beatbox videos. I do react to them, you know. Maybe in a way people would find enjoyable, but I don't feel like I'm a big enough channel or popular enough of a beatboxer or YouTuber to, I don't know, like warrant that, you know? Like Alem, yeah, Alexino, yeah, Napalm, yeah, you know, me, not so much, you know. Um don't stop with the bass. With the bass electro. It might be over now, but I feel it still. Really? Yeah, but I don't know. They have something I don't. The people already got big communities of people that already know them. I'm just a nobody, random, no-name American beatboxer.
I'm gonna watch 3 videos that are some pretty favorite beatbox videos of mine lately. I'll react to those. So this one is one I've seen like many multiple times, but it is very underrated and under recognized. So oh, by the way, all you guys, if the 2 of you watching, if you aren't already, please subscribe to the Vickery Beast. He's a tutorialist. He's way better of an explainer and a tutorialist than me. He has a million sounds, way more sounds than me, way more skilled of a beatboxer than me, way more knowledgeable than me. He's younger than me, but that don't even matter. He's like literally my beatbox OG in every way. You guys should go subscribe to him. He teaches everything from the D-Lo inward bass to Tomazake hard bass. He teaches various whistles. He teaches the duck hi-hat. He teaches oh my god, he just teaches everything. I can only think of the sounds that I care about that he teaches. He teaches the post snare. He teaches so much stuff that all you guys probably want to learn, that you always ask me. Learn his like I have vibration bass and Kanozen bass, but I'm not good enough to copy Hippie. I can do the down yo. Shout out to all my Palestinian brothers and sisters. We're here in this fight with you. Much love and support to you guys. Salam alaikum. And shout out to all my Malaysian and Muslim brothers and sisters too. Down, 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 down. Show me a down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Show me a show me a no, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. 10 miles down. He does the Jayton voice, yeah, and the nose and bass. I'm not used to doing that. I can only do like that wild card. Down, down, 10 miles in. Show me a down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Show me a bill. Shout out to all my Israeli brothers and sisters too. And yeah, Hippie's vibration bass is so clean. The style is so fucking crazy, so clean, so complex. I love it. I can't do it. This is also the time where you guys can ask me questions about myself as a beatboxer. Like an interview. Never done one of those, but I figured I'd have a live stream where I do it so you guys could learn more about me. You can ask me, really, because I usually answer questions about sounds and basses. I won't be answering questions about those. But if you have any questions about me,
about my style, about my beatbox opinions, me as a beatboxer, who my inspirations were, anything like that. Any questions about me as a beatboxer, or me as a person, or about beatbox in general, outside of questions about specific sounds. I'm not going to talk to you guys about whether or not I think a certain sound is this or that or how a sound works. I usually do that on my live stream. So, like any question about beatbox, um, or me as a beatboxer. Yeah. While I wait afterwards. Here we go. Not very well known, but extremely underrated and beautiful. Look this up. This is Akinde from France. He has a song that he does from beatbox only and saxophone, and it's called Shoshaluza. Okay, you guys have to hear this. It's amazing, very underrated. Okay. Was it about a specific sound? Because I already said I'm not going to be answering those questions here. Unless you said, am I going to make my channel a reaction channel? And that answer is no for the time being, but possibly in the future. Listen to this.
Shosholoza. 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 Shosholoza, couler son tabac, tumelas, pumes South Africa. Shosholoza, couler son tabac, tumelas, pumes South Africa. Sholoza, sholoza, shosho, sholoza, sholoza, shosho, sholoza, sholoza, shosho, South Africa, South Africa, when do you Sholoza, when do you balekas, tinti po South Africa. Sholoza, ma makina, hey. Puma makina, say makina, in the back in the rhythm on the makina, kina, puma makina, say makina, in the back in the rhythm on the makina, kina, boom, yo, kinda, shamba sina, puma makina, say makina, in the back in the rhythm on the makina, kina, Sholoza, couler son tabac, couler son Sholoza. I don't know why this is
Please subscribe to him. Akinde. Akinde Sounds. Please watch Shoshaluza. Please give it a like.
I didn't think
beautiful human being. Oh my god, I love him and Kanoza. It inspired me to start doing more reggaeton and more polyphonic voice, and Black Lives Matter, obviously. Shout out to my my DOEAs brothers and sisters, and my Arab brothers and sisters in France as well. Sarah's beatbox. Yeah, dude. Like I heard him in Crook. I'm like, oh my god, he's using subharmonic register. Like, not only does he have all these crazy techniques, styles, vocal abilities, like he does the subharmonic register just like Zurek. He's the only other person besides Zurek. I mean, yes, Anel does it, and Indicator's polysubbase is a form of it, as you guys who subscribe to me know. I talk about it all the time. But the first subharmonic, just I'm not as strong with it. He did that in his beat against it's like it was like one of the first rounds. It was like Antilt and Sariu versus Saris. Dude, he did the subharmonic register bass. That's so cool. Yeah, man. Is he from Ireland or India? Like I remember the flag colors, or is he from Mexico? Like I remember literally his flag. That's why I'm saying all those countries, but I think he's from Ireland or India. So dope. If he is from Ireland, I'd love to hear more Irish like beatboxers. I love that our scene's international. I just fucking love being part of an international family, you guys. Like that's part of why I love beatbox so much too. Like you guys don't even understand. Because I love learning about other people's cultures and appreciating other cultures, you know? And beatboxing gives me a context in which to do that. And put a face to the culture name, so to speak, you know? So I'm really grateful for beatbox to give me friends and acquaintances and associates and comrades, you know? From the cultures like that I learn about, that I love learning about, like Bulgaria and Sweden and Vietnam and Malaysia, you know? India and Trinidad and Tobago, Germany, all those places besides the USA, you know, and even within my own country, people from all over my country, besides where I'm from. Beatbox has given me an opportunity to know people from these places and to learn from them and be friends with them and to appreciate what I love, which is beatbox, with them. I love the beatbox community. It's awesome. That's why I always talk about my progressive values, and I talk about Black Lives Matter and standing up for females and being allies of LGBTQIA people, you know, and being allies in the fight for feminism and calling out shit like One Known, you know, and stuff like that, because I love my community. I don't want to leave it, and I don't want to exclude more people from it than have already been excluded or have been forced to leave. I love this community. That's why I hold it to a high standard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. Because it's a balance between the vocal fry, the outward vocal fry, and the modal voice or the chest voice. If you do too much vocal fry, you sound too croaky like a dead frog. If you do it too tense, you just do the voice. It's a lot like throat bass or vibration bass or vocalized chest bass in the sense you're lining up two different things together. But it's a lot different in the sense that's open. It's very low. There's almost no pressure at all. You have to relax your voice. You have to be able to hold a note, not hold a throat bass note, or, you know. This is how I learned the subharmonic bridge and learned how to sustain it. Now try to phonate in what in the vocal world they call a dark kind of intonation. So light would be at the front of your mouth. Ha. You hear how this is resonating in the front of my mouth? Try to do the opposite. Try to resonate in the back as much as possible of your mouth and your throat. It's called a dark intonation. I learned all this from David Larson, by the way. You guys should check him out, or David Kahn if you really want to get into the specifics of learning subharmonic register bass. But basically, get a dark intonation, so not ha, not hold, but ooh. You hear how it's like you're yawning? You're making the resonance of your voice more from the back. Ooh, not ha, ooh. relax. Relax. Oh, and then you got your vocal fry on the other end of the spectrum. That's completely relaxed. That's too relaxed. Oh, that's too tense essentially. Oh, oh. See, you want to get the middle ground between the two, where you're doing your voice, your modal voice. You're doing it the whole time. You can hear it, you can feel it, but you're allowing the vocal fry to come in a little bit and interact with it. And when they touch, just the right ratio, they make that subharmonic note, that bass note. Basically, it's kind of getting your head around the logic of you can actually do vocal fry and vocalize in your modal register at the same time. Just like you can do your falsetto and your modal voice at the same time. You know, people think they're mutually exclusive, or maybe a lot of the vocal world did, but the beatbox world showed they're not. These registers are not mutually exclusive. So, anyways, that's actually how Sosa does some of his polyphonic and double voices. He uses the next register above the falsetto with the falsetto, or in combo with the falsetto. It's called the whistle register, aka the Mariah Carey whistle tone. Tom Thumb does it. Joel Turner, I think, did it. But anyways, you go. Oh, you can do vocal fry and modal voice at the same time. You just have to learn how to relax your voice. So what's really happening is your two vocal cords, you're getting one to vibrate at a different speed than the other. It's really weird. You can do that, and it creates the bass tone when you get them at vibrating at the ratio of a fifth. Oh, really, that vocal fry note. Vocal fry is a very low register, but you're actually the note itself that your vocal fry is doing to create the subharmonic register bass note. It's actually a fifth above your voice. So like that note, that fifth above your vocal fry is, when you get it at that note, that's when the subharmonic register technically happens. But you don't need to learn how to tune your vocal fry to exactly a fifth above it. You basically just allow them to be 50-50, and the note that the vocal fry is phonating at when they become 50-50 just happens to be the fifth. It's the math that determines it. You don't have to think I'm going to do the fifth. You just have to feel what it's like to get 50-50, and I'm just telling you that vocal fry is doing that fifth note, the note that is a fifth above your modal voices. I don't want to say bass note, but the root note. Oh, you can kind of hear it. Oh, and oh, the vocal fry kind of likes to vibrate at a fifth above the voice. I've learned, just like the chest bass does with the voice. Just like Benja's. So, oh, and gets you. Oh, oh, okay, it's somewhere between. Oh, it's very delicate to get at first. Something that helped me strengthen it and sustain it is doing David Larson's technique of starting with the letter M, like and try to go from and back to M. So you're never going out through your nose, but you are starting with a hum. And basically, if you can get it from the to the and back to that'll teach you to sustain it very, very stably. See, I was losing it. And I can do Inels bass too and indicators, but in some ways, Inels is the easiest, indicators is the hardest, subharmonic register bass is like the second easiest. I know some people who can freestyle with subharmonic register, just not me. When people say it's hard to or it's impossible to, that's just because there haven't been enough people that have shown there to be a style capable of incorporating that yet. Because people probably said that about throw bass or vibration bass or inward bass before there was an inertia or a vocoder. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of whether or not there's already been people who've blazed the trail or whether you're going to be the trailblazer, you know? That's the cool thing about beatbox. So anyways, here's another thing I'm going to react to. So this is a really good one. So I was just trying to remember how to get to that video because oh yeah. Here we go. This is a really new one. This is GTS from Georgia's Sakhar Fellows.
You're GTS from Georgia, and
His wild card for the IT.
I want to win the wild card
So
for
good.
the International
You guys
Throwdown
have probably heard it, but-
2021. Enjoy.
He's got D-low inward bass now.
Apex Predator, Apex Predator, Apex Predator, Apex Predator.
I love this so much.
Chase by Apex Predator, Apex Predator, Apex Predator. Chase by Apex Predator.
Really? Is that the Vietnamese community? Everyone focused on. I mean, I really appreciate technical people. I do. But I'm not that type of guy. I'm a musician. I'm a singer. I love vocal basses. As y'all know. No. He never could do D-low inward bass before. He did hollow vocal class. He got D-low inward bass. Well, cool. I guess you're like me then. Isn't that cool how some communities have different styles? But yeah, I appreciate technical people, but I'm not very technical. I don't go in that direction. I'm more about musicality, groove, chords, and basses. It's so good. I loved so much about that. I loved everything about that. He's so good. Okay, there's two more I want to show you guys, just because GTS is a very, very talented up-and-coming beatboxer. Please, everybody subscribe to him. He's an incredibly humble, kind guy. He comments back to you. He gladly answers questions. At least I've had, about some sounds. And he's just so unique. Oh my God, he's so original. This is called Purple Sunset. It's another wild card. His wild card should be an album. These are all tracks, yo. He does. He's so inspirational. On the same level as Den, Jun Shinzaki. To me, at least. Codfish.
Sunset in the alright.
almost as majestic as your smile. Purple sunset on the horizon.
He uses his extensive sound set. Very appropriately. GTS, if you ever see this, I'm a huge fan of your music. I would love to maybe collaborate with you. And plus, I love GTS's like community and his culture. Georgians, very special culture. The Cartvellians. He's doing vocalized chest bass in a very tight version. It's called scissor bass. But he also does banjo bass too. I can't say anything else. What more can I say? How do you say yeah, how do you say thank you and hello in Vietnamese? I never got that answer. And here's the one. I've been on this so hard lately, you guys. This is a fucking gem. This inspires the fuck out of me.
Recover and build lean muscle with
Oh, and of course,
Power,
Gene.
the
Anything
official
Gene does
protein
inspires
drink
the
of
fuck out of
Team
me.
USA.
But an inertia.
Yo, this is Rival from India.
Rival from
and this is a
India.
huge shout out to
I-
Beatbox International.
I must react like a mofo to this because I fucking love this shit. I've heard this like
Let's go.
11 times.
Every time I care for somebody, every day I lose somebody.
You can loosen up your chest bass to get the varying kinds of breaths.
Lose somebody. Lose somebody. Every paper he puts some pop.
I love the combos, the vocal combos.
Every paper he puts some pop.
That's okay, man. You don't even need a lot of sounds. It's just about getting inspired and taking ideas that you've heard from other people or other musicians, other producers, and doing it in your own way. I'll show you guys an example of some of my original musicality. So much good stuff there. So, I don't know, like for me, one idea I started with was like there was this kind of melody that Pac Max did in South Korea, but also just a song he kind of does. It's no, paro na payon, paro na payon, paro na payon. You know, you guys know this. Oh no, paro na payon, paro na payon. You know, but I just took the melody of that kind of like how Antil took Bass Ventura's melody because we are gonna you know, and then Antil did I just took the melody of that Pac Max beat, and I just kind of, this is at a point where I kind of had multiple basses anyway. So if you do have multiple basses, choose one that suits that style of music. If it's like dark energy, then you do like a really low bass. You don't need lots of different harmonic progressions and tones. But if you want to do something more light energy and more like melodic, like Big Man or Gene, then you will want to do more mid-level, mid-range basses like you know, that help you tell that story with like bass lines, chord progressions rather than just like dark energy, just you know, you know, as cool as that is, like it depends on the kind of music you're trying to tell, the musical story you're trying to tell, but the musical idea you're trying to express. But basically, I did that with Starsky bass. So I went like, what if I did like a kind of a build up beat and then transitioned that by doing BMG snare build up and then using throat bass instead, and then just drop it. Maybe I'll just do like I guess an unrelated melody, but kind of like just go into a grime groove. So I went like, yeah, I fucking love his wild card. Metamorphosis was, it made me feel feels. All that I am. Yeah. But anyways, I did like kind of like a no 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 nope 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 no no nope 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 he goes with the you know, like that was like a musical idea. Another one I kind of just um I kind of took an old song that's like was one like a very kind of old EDM dubstep song, I guess, for the people of this day and age. It was like in the 2005s. It's called Monsters, Megan Dia remix. And I kind of just thought of it kind of like how Codfish thinks of his, you know, compositions, like using my throat bass to just be the baseline chord changes. Did it kind of like in a halftime dubstep melodic feel. And then kind of like what I do is I build up also with like some throw bass and singing. I may do something different as I get a more sophisticated style, but then I drop it kind of just with basses of my choice, both non-vocal and vocal. I know that I'm someone who spent a large amount of time getting a very diverse set of basses and sounds, especially dubstep kind of sounds. So to me, I'm I was a musician before this. I've dabbled in production a little bit. I was more of an instrumentalist, but I understand structures of genres, and I very much understand the dubstep structure. So after I do that whole little kind of throat bass and melodic build up to Monsters, I just drop it. It's kind of different every time, but I kind of like just do a variety of basses in like a dubstep fashion. I try to have a filled out sound with highs and lows, but it'll eventually end up bringing in my D low and mid bass. Um, yeah, I'm trying to get that one. But anyways, it goes something like
monster. And how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window, monster. And how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window, monster. How should I feel? Creatures here, looking through the window, monster. How should I feel? Oh, how should I feel? Creatures by here, looking through the window, mother window, mother window, mother window, mother window, bubble up window, mother window, the window, through the window, through the window. They should. They both do forms of vocalized chest bass, so I agree with you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Oh, you're talking about them. Yeah, yeah, they would be. It would be. Yeah, I guess no one really wanted to ask me any questions. That's okay. But that's it. Hopefully, I kind of answered your question about, or I kind of spoke to what you were saying about how you want to be musical, but you don't have a lot of material. The only material you really need is inspiration, but inspiration can come from, in my opinion, for me, it came from two places: other beatboxers or non-beatbox music, and just listening to and think about how I can use that kind of those same guidelines or those same thought processes. It might be different for each person depending on what your understanding of music is, and to what degree you understand things like structure and how different genres have different characteristic structures from each other, and how to play within that structure and how to subvert it. What the ear likes. Everyone's got a different style, different interpretation. We all can become inspired off each other. That's the beautiful thing about the human beatbox. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I really wonder what
D-myth basses, and I guess what people call CLR chest bass or naked chest bass, but there's other people who call it zombie bass. I really wonder how to do those. 'Cause I really want to do those. Let's get to the point. Yeah, he did. It's not zombie bass though. It's a combination of, I believe, evil bass and outward nasal uvular oscillation, like like ballistics is with evil bass, which I can't do yet. Me and my friends were talking about that. One of my friends from Germany, he actually has talked to Max, and Max explained it to him. He basically says it's like that nasally projected uvular oscillation. It's basically a nasal Starsky bass. People call it nasal bass, but I don't like that term because nasal bass can describe a lot of other basses that are projected through your nose, like or so. What ballistics does that? Apparently, it's that combined with evil bass. That's what he said. What he really said was nasal bass combined with another bass. But then me and my friend have footage of Max using evil bass earlier in a shout out to Beatbox Israel before he became like really big and famous. So we think that it's his evil bass combined with his nasal bass. It's not 100% sure. I thought it was hard bass at first, Omazakane hard bass, but apparently that's wrong. Apparently, people also thought it was the same as Jenkins and CLR's bass, which is zombie bass. I could have also seen that being true, which is a type of chest bass with an extra vibration. So it's not inward, it's outward. It's most likely related to the ballistics is nasal bass and evil bass being done at the same time. I really want to learn it, but I have to learn evil bass as a prerequisite. Otherwise, I can't learn it if my hypothesis is correct. I know, right? Me neither. And he like taught it twice. That's a cool thought. I'm sure people will eventually. I mean, like he already taught it, but I'm sure it'll catch on eventually. It's not like on the top priority of my list of sounds to learn because I really do appreciate vocal effects, and as you guys know, I mostly love vocal basses, but I really appreciate vocal, techniques like and nay nay that aren't just basses, but I don't know the 626 effect. I tried it. It really didn't work for me. Like literally, I try to burp and I can burp and I try to vocalize it and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do the 626 effect. It just sounds like me talking through a burp, like and I know he says don't actually burp. You just hold the position of a burp when you swallow that, that pocket of air. But when I do that and I try to hold back my burp and vocalize, again, nothing happens. Even when I follow his instruction, don't actually burp, but just hold the pocket and vocalize it. It doesn't do that filter effect that it does to him that gets the 626 effect. So, I don't know. That's all right. It's not keeping me up at night. We're doing so bad. I'm like in fifth place right now. I work as a customer service representative for a company that basically just sells. I'm in supply chain, so we sell what we specifically sell is house siding, but we basically just sell materials for people to manufacture buildings. I work in the customer service side of that business, so it's just answering phone calls, um, entering orders for customers, answering emails, um, resolving any issues related to a customer's account. That's my job. I'm very fortunate to have it because I can beatbox on the job because I work from home during these pandemic times. A lot of my most recent beatbox ideas have come just from on the job, so I can't complain. Unfortunately, it just gives me a lot of time to interact with the beatbox community unless it's like the weekends, as I'm sure you guys have guessed. Good question. Do any of you guys watch Shazam and Sin? I love them. I didn't know what to think of them at first because I wasn't big into reaction videos, but I really like their opinions. I do pick up new insights from them, and I'm not a looper at all, so I love hearing about like their discussion about the debates in the looper community and second devices and all that. So, and I find their humor very enjoyable. You know, they're very kind people too. You know, they're very smart. And they're very kind. You know, so I appreciate that. I used to watch Maddox a little more. I don't really so much now, just because I feel like I only really have the energy to watch a couple of reactors. You know, the people who I usually watched before I got into like Shazam and were Ansel. I still do. Like he's a great guy. He's talked back to me too in his comments. He's a very, very nice, humble dude. Extremely fucking talented. I love Ansel. Huge fan. You know, I feel like he's like a D-Lo or Chung Bao. He's very revolutionary in some of his original ideas, and he's still evolving. You know. Yeah. So his reaction, but I know he's not as much of like a seasoned beatboxer's Shazam. So I know a lot of his opinions. They only come from his experience as the beatboxer with his background that he does. Whereas Shazam was like 5-time German champion, organizer of multiple events, former Swiss Beatbox social media campaign manager. So, I like the amount of informed experience behind their reactions. Not that Intel doesn't have that, but I watch them. I don't think it's boring. I just literally there's so much for me to cover, ground to cover in solo beatboxing. I have that kind of personality where I know if I got in a loop, I'd put all my time into it. I want to put all my time into solo beatboxing right now. I know I could loop though. I mean, I have a loop pedal for my guitar. I understand like how looping works, and I've built up loop tracks like on other things other than beatbox. I'm just not gonna spend my money on that right now. I'm okay with that. I love watching looping though. It's like a sub community within our own community. I fucking love it. Love seeing the battles. Love how they're like the DJs of the beatbox world. But no, I don't really consider myself a looper. I'm sure that if someone were to give me a free looping station, of course I'd take it. I'd learn on it. But me, it's more of a financial barrier and just a time barrier, a time priority matter. But I have nothing against looping. Like I don't think it's boring. I think there's so many possibilities that lie outside of what the human can create on its own, which that's not wrong at all. Like human and technology can join together and collaborate, like what Reeps wanted to show. Yeah, no, it's okay. But I've done like open mics if that counts. That's about it though. I'm amateur. How do you say thank you in Vietnamese? And how do you say thank you in Malay?
Can't wait for everyone to see you. So will you perform for us right now?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
We never heard her drop like.
Then you have the hum.
I can do that too. Bro, your snare is so clean though.
Then you have the hum.
Some on? Some on? Is it some on? Come on. Yeah, me too. Like, I really love Marcus Perez. His throw bases goals too. So clean. So fucking clean. Here we go. Please don't worry, I'm Japanese. Speak so slowly and slowly, slowly.
say, hey, it's me. Who you would say, hey, it's me. Who you would say, hey, it's me. Hey, it's me. Eisen. Eisen. Eyes on me.
Really?
Eyes on me.
Why do you think that is? Maybe that's why your community is so technical. Because Dongbao's the only big inspiration. So he heavily influenced that style. Does Cambodia, Laos, Burma, or Thailand have a notable beatbox scene? Drop it like this.
I never tried this before. Baby bass, baby bass. Shout out to T2.
Inertia went so
Okay,
ham.
nigga, stop eating your mic, man.
Before
Seriously,
he became
you
all
eat
musical.
munchies all the time. Don't eat your mic.
It was all musical, but
You motherfucking eradicate up in this bitch.
that's a really good question. I'm not sure.
You may never heard a drop
I'm not
like
sure.
this.
I really love so many people. It could be any of them, and I'd be happy. Gene, Napalm, Zero, King Inertia, Vocoda.
Zeka. It could be anyone. I feel like D'Lo sitting out will definitely change things up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Podfish is going to be there. I hope it is. I don't think so. Like Max. I mean, don't all the last year people, right? It's all going to be one tournament, right? They're not going to do 2 different tournaments, right? As far as we know. So, like, oh my God, Wawad is such a fucking beast in battles. You know, MB14 is going to bring in that's powerful musicality. But then like Max, you know, like he's super powerful too. Yeah, it's hard because like I feel like River is like so on point from all of his wins in the online tournament during the COVID year, and Stitch, like I've seen him like in the Werewolf beatbox battle. Like he's not a newcomer to stage presence. You know, he knows how to perform on stage and he knows how to woo a crowd. So like I think that musicality will be coming in super strong with him too. A lot of musicality this year, which I love. But then Alcino, like literally, he gets so far in PvP. So I'm not sure, you know. Like, I'm not sure. That's a really good question. You know, it could be the underdog or it could be the overcat. You know, as they say.
Rational passion.
Ooh, 2H is really good. Yeah, he's. Oh yeah, I forgot about 2H. Yeah, he's gonna definitely make some waves. I think so too. Who else do I think? Just a random battle. Inertia is gonna go so far, though. I know he is. Like they ain't ready for Inertia. He's one of my favorite beatboxers of all time. Yeah. He's been keeping them hidden too. I wish Wing got in. Honestly, I really love Wing.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm not quit.
All right, guys. Well, I think I better get going. It's kind of late here, but thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah. Thanks for chilling with me. I'm stoked for GVB as well. I definitely am. Take care, guys. Peace and love out there. Stay safe.